Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of predictions using experimental data. This is standard 7.6C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 7 of the 2019 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So Vincent's flipping 3 coins, so that's a compound probability experiment. And we've got outcomes for the first 40 trials. So if we add all of these right here, they've already given us the sum of 40. So based on this information, now we want to make a prediction. What happens if we do 120 trials? What will be the outcome of exactly 2 of the coins showing heads? So you see we've got 3 tails, 1 head, 2 tails, 2 heads, 1 tail. That's the one we're going to focus in on because the last one is 3 heads. So we need 2 coins showing heads. So really this is what we're looking at. And so there are a few different ways that we can solve this. First, if we could take the data out of the table, we've got 16 results that we're looking for. So I'm going to call this 16. I'm going to say TH for 2 heads. Looks like 16th, but it's 16th. And then I've got 40 total. And some of you might have been thinking, let's make a proportion. That can easily work. Because look at that, we've got 16, we've got 40, and then we've got another total here of 120. And we're looking for how many 2 heads there will be out of 120 trials. And so we know what to do here. A little cross multiplication. And that will work. There's another way to do it, but let's figure this out first. So it looks like 16 times 120 equals 40, and I'll call that y, 40y. So let's see, 16 times 120, and that's going to be 0, 12, 720, 0, 120. All right, so I'm looking at 1920 equals 40y. Divide both sides by 40 to isolate the variable. And so it's going to leave us with y. So let's just divide 40 into 1920. And you know what? You see these zeros right here? We can actually just drop those zeros. We can divide both sides by 10 right now. Let's just do 4 into 192. A little bit easier. 4 goes into 19. 4 times almost 5. One more would be 5. 16, 32. All right, we know where that's going. That's going to be 8. And so it looks like it's going to go in evenly, right? It's going to give us a 48. So that's going to be answer D. So there's another way to do this. Well, some of you might have seen this 16 out of 40, and you might be thinking this equation for the constant of proportionality right here. K, y over x equals k. Because this y over x, look what they're giving us here. They're giving us 16 over 40. Right? There's 40 trials, 16 of them ended up as what we wanted to. So we can reduce this. So what happens if we reduce this by 8? Right? I like turning this into decimal if possible. That's going to be 2/5. So we know 2/5 is 0.40, so k equals 0.4. So if we were to do that, well, we can say, well, y equals kx, and our x is going to be our total, so y equals 0.4 times our new total of 120. And look what happens when we do this. 120 times 0.4, that's going to be 0.8480. Let's grab that 1 digit behind the decimal, and voila, we get the exact same answer. So you can either use proportion like we did up here, or you can take the constant of proportionality that they gave you with the 16 over 40 and apply that in a rate of change equation. Either way, your answer is going to be D, 48.